But what I know is I'm feeling just fine. My life is like a red carpet, and I'm feeling like the richest millionaire. This is my local mayor, and I'm the biggest star around here. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber trying. You see the thumbnail, man. It's near the end of Baby Boy. You know, I use those thumbnails, but when Melvin, forgot the mama name, Mumu, you know, AJ Johnson, I know that hurt, you know, and Jody got into a fight with Melvin, or was about to get into a fight, or he did get in a fight with Melvin, and at the same time, you know, Jody was acting like a little kid, and then his mother screamed on him like, "Yo, you're not a child anymore. Like you're not a kid. Like, stop it. Like, you know, you keep running your mouth like you want to be grown when you leave the house, but you don't want to be grown in the house, and it doesn't make sense." And, you know, looking back over the years, I just every time I look back over the years, I remember instances where grown-ups had to tell adults to grow up. Like, people thought it was, you know, they wanted to blame people for this, that, and the third. The reason I'm in this situation is because of this person and that person. They did this and they did that. And then, you know, you'll have a you know, a parent or a grandparent kind of just look and be like, you know, you didn't even go through nothing. Shut up. Your problem is you lazy. Your problem is you spoiled. Your problem is you want to act like you doing everything around here, but everybody's doing everything for you, and all they dealing with is your little saucy attitude. And, you know, I've seen people kicked out. I've seen people stomped out. You know, I've seen people have to really, really put people in their place. You know, because sometimes you got to grow up. I've seen people who have kids. You know, they want to be grown, but they're a parent, and the grown folks say, "Listen, hey man," I've seen people say, "Listen, if something happened to this baby, I'm gonna end your life." See, you want to be grown. I'm gonna tell you, if you don't grow up and something happens to this baby, I'm gonna end your life. Don't even worry about the sorry apology, because you know, because you know when somebody's a parent and they're immature and they do stuff and they act like it's not a problem when it's a problem. You know, I've seen people have to tell people, "Listen, I know everything you did. I know you want to sit in my face like you're smart, like or you want to be an a-hole, but sit here and play stupid, like what are you talking about?" Listen, I've saw people like, "Listen, the only reason you got away with this, and this, because I let it happen because you're sorry as a human being. This is all you're doing. I know when you come around, something gonna come up missing. But here's the thing: if you come back around here, you gonna come up missing. So take all the little stuff you got and get out of here. Don't come back. Don't call. Don't write. Don't knock on the door. Don't cry. You know, like I said, I've seen people stumped out. You know, so because they didn't want to grow up. And using the Melvin thing and the Baby Boy thing, I've seen people, you know, get mad. You know, I'm grown now. You know, it's nothing. I don't know if people do it now, but it's not like a young person trying to get in the face of a grown person, and they still got this little childish face. You can't tell me what to do. It's like you 25 years old and you look like a 5-year-old right now. And people got to tell them, "Hey, it's your fault." Seen people, you know, I've seen people get cars, they wreck them. "Well, the next car you give me, next car, what? You walking. You need to grow up. Ain't nobody give me nothing. I gave you something. Every time I give you something, you destroy it. Talking about the next time I'm never going." No. You know, I've seen people have to, you know, really, really put a heavy hand down on folks. You know, I've seen people who felt like, you know, "Oh, this person's old," or "that person is this or that," and they go, "Okay, all right, I'm gonna show you. You're gonna have to grow up." You know, I've seen adults we don't do this anymore. But you know, you holiday season, you have the adults talk, and they had a kiddie table. I've seen adults like, hey, you don't belong over here. Go over there with them kids. I'm grown. No, you're not. No, you're not. Let me tell you something. If you so grown, why did you do this, and this? That's something the child would do. And they try to look around. "Well, y'all not gonna have my back. And family like, kiddie table. Go outside. Go to the store. But you can't be here with the. You ain't gonna be here with the grown folks. You ain't grown enough. Till you grow up, you can't come sit around us. Because you grow up, you can't talk around us. Till you grow up, you know what I'm saying? You better just if you raise your you better raise your hand and speak. Since you're gonna act like a child, we're gonna treat you like a child. And we don't care. And if you get offended, cool. I'm glad you offended. Because what's gonna happen next is I'm gonna hurt you. Because your presence is offensive. You get what I'm saying? So there comes a point where grown-ups have to, tell adults to grow up. Some people had to put it out there. Like, I've seen people who had to really run down the law to folks. Look, you got a job. I'm letting you save some money. You got certain responsibilities. You should be right. You should be here. You shouldn't be where you at. You want to party all day, or you got a drug problem. You got a kid, but you don't want to take care of it. We setting you up to be on your feet, but you ruining it. So I tell you what, get out there on your own. That's what's gonna happen. Since you're such a child and you don't want to build yourself up with the help, tell you what, just go, sink or swim. I've seen people have to just flat out tell people you can't. How can I say this? I've seen people have to tell people, look, I take care of your kids better than you do. Family members, you know what I'm saying? Grown up, like, grandparents. Look, you don't even shut up. That kid gonna respect me. That kid ain't gotta respect you. I've seen parents have to I've seen grandparents tell their children who were the parents, you need to sit down and shut up somewhere. That kid don't need to respect you. You ain't been respected. So until you grow up and become an actual parent, I think you better sit down. Until you grow up and become a parent. Matter of fact, since you want to run it that way, how about this? How about you pay me back all the money I spent on your kid because you didn't? How about you give me back my time for all the stuff that I did for your kid that you did? Since you so smooth with it, right? Since you so grown with it. I've seen them go, whoa, time out. Like, no, we're not playing this game. So, and if you're an adult and the grown-ups got to tell you to grow up, I'm going to tell you, you're a sucker. Because, the reason why you have to have the conversation anyways is because you're not grown up. You acting like a child. Somebody has to foot the bill for your BS. And just like a teenager or a child, you do it anyway. With no regard for what that person has to go through to keep everything floating because you don't want to grow up and be an adult. So, you deserve what's coming to you, whatever that may be. I've seen people, in the streets or whatever. Then they get caught up, and then they want to run to the family, help, and the family like, nah, you need to grow up. You wanted that life, you live that life. Don't bring that life over here. Go over there with that. The family ain't gonna take care of me. Like, hey man, shut up. You ain't trying to hear that. We tired of helping you. You need to grow up. You should have got your own lawyer. You wanted to be in the streets. You should have got your own retainer. You wanted to be in the streets. You get what I'm saying? You should have had money for a bail bondsman. You wanted to be in the streets. I don't understand how you gonna be this childish broke up. But I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna leave it at that. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Tell me what y'all think. Catch you on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm gonna take you.